uh, going with the surface areas and volumes. Surface areas, volumes, we have this very shitty thing that we are going to start with, that is basically the shape of a cone. And in a cone you have two different heights. This is the circular base, and when you have the circular base, there's always supposed to be a radius and a diameter. From here to here, that's considered to be the diameter, and this will be the radius. This perpendicular height is called as the h, is denoted by the alphabet h, whereas this thing, the slant height, is denoted with L. Okay, now if you look at it, it appears to me to be, this is the radius, this is the perpendicular height, and this is the slant height L. Okay, now this appears to me to be a right angled triangle. Okay, so in the right angle triangle, we are aware with this hypotenuse theorem. What do we do with the hypotenuse theorem? The hypotenuse theorem says that the hypotenuse square is equal to the square and the sum of the other two sides. So it is h square plus r square. But the hypotenuse is here is denoted with an L. So it becomes L square is equal to h square plus r square. So at times in the question, they're going to give you L, or at times they're going to give you h in the question. Radius is anyways given. So they have the L and h given, and as well as the radius is given to us. Okay, going ahead, we are going to calculate. Okay, so if h is given and r is given, you can very easily calculate your L value, and if L is given, h is given, you can calculate your r value. Okay, if L is given, r is given, you can calculate your h value. So in an equation, we can calculate anything possible if two other things are given to you. Okay, among L, h and r, these are the three variables. Two will be usually given to you and one will be an unknown. This is the rule, this is the law of finding the unknowns. If there are three in the equation, only one will be unknown and the other two will be given to you, or this related information will be given to you. Okay, now here the L is equal to usually h square plus r square under root, because when I send this square towards the other side, and it becomes under root of h square plus r square. Okay, going ahead, where I'm going to take is, now this is the thing, L value is known, h value, r value, you know how to calculate it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take into consideration your values of the formulas, the CSA formula and the TSA formula. Okay, the CSA is the curved surface area. Only the top, the circular part of this, the round part of the cone, this cone shape will be considered in here. So the CSA formula is CSA is equal to pi RL. Okay, and the total surface area is the cone shape as well as the bottom base, what do you say, base circle. Okay, so what is it? It is going to be pi r into L plus R will be the formula for it. Pi r into L plus R. Now, this is the basic formulas. If you can remember the formulas, well and good. At times, TSA can also be taken as it is CSA, the curved surface area, plus the area of the circle at the bottom. So CSA is pi RL plus the curved surface area. What is the curved surface area is this. What is the circular area? It is pi r square. So what we are doing, we are taking pi r common from both of them. What I will be left here, L plus, from here 1 r is gone out, so 1 r will be left inside. So this is your TSA formula. You can see how we are deriving the TSA formula. If you want, you can learn this technique of deriving the formula. If you do not want, you can just by heart these two formulas and start solving the questions as well. Okay. Now, going ahead with the first question, it says that the diameter of a base of a cone is 10.5 centimeters and the slant height is 10 centimeters. Okay, whenever you're drawing the mensuration questions, I would prefer you to draw the diagram and write down the dimensions for it so that you understand what it is talking about. Okay, so the slant height, that means this height is given as 10 centimeters and the diameter means from here to here, it is given as 10.5 centimeters to be. Okay, and then they are asking me to calculate the CSA. The CSA formula is pi RL is the formula for it. Okay, pi. Now what is R? R I don't know. I have the diameter given to me, which is 10.5. So the R value will be 10.5 by 2 will be the R value that I have in here. Okay, so 10.5 ka half would be 5.25 would be the 5.25 centimeters would be the answer. Okay, now the pi value is given to me as 22 by 7 in the question. Whatever the value is given, you're supposed to take it. And I want you to ask your teacher in examination which value we are supposed to take. Because if you take, most of the time, if you take 22 by 7, it will be easy for you to calculate it. Okay, 3.147 if you're taking it, it becomes quite difficult for us to solve it. So I would suggest and I would request you to ask your teacher if the pi value is not given, what we are supposed to take. Okay, so pi into R is 5.25 and L is already given to me as 10 centimeters. Okay, now here this is 22 by 7 into, instead of taking 5.25 and complicating the calculations, what I can do is I can take it as 10.5 by 2 also. This is also the radius, right? Into 10. So that what it happens is 2 ones are 2 11s are. Now I'm left with 11 into 10.5 into 10 by 7. Okay. So this becomes, this multiplies, these two multiply, it becomes 11 into 105 upon 7. I am not doing the calculations for this. If you want, you can do the calculations, but if you do not want, I can just, you can do the calculation, but I would try to simplify as far as I can and I'll leave the answer to you. 7 1 times, 7 1 times, 7 ones are 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 is left, so it goes here. Okay, then it has become 35 now. So 7 5s are 35. So I am left with 11 times of 15. Look, now here what happened is, since I took 10.5 by 2 for radius, instead of taking 5.25, I took 10.5 by 2. So that the simplification became easy. If I would have taken 5.25 and done the calculation, it would have gone something like this. If you see, 22 by 7 into 5.25 into 10. Now here cancelling this part would have been difficult for me, because nothing would get cancelled by the denominator. I have to multiply, then simplify, and then do it. It would have been too much of task for me. So try to take the pi value such that it becomes easy. 22 by 7 is easy, and the radius also I took 10.5, so that it becomes easy for me to simplify it rather than 5.25 thing. Now here 5 ones are like, how we can do 15 times of 11 is 15 times 11 is going to be 165. So it is 165 centimeters square. I want you to write down the units much more clear, because that carries marks. Half a mark you would lose if you do not write the, what do you say, if you do not write your units. Okay, going to the second question that I have in here. The second question is, find the TSA of the cone if the slant height is 21. Okay, again, I am, for each and every question, I'm going to draw it. 21 meters is the slant height of it. And the base diameter again is given to me as 24 meters. Okay, now going ahead, I'm going to calculate the TSA, write down the TSA formula, because TSA is asked. TSA is equal to how much? L is equal to 21 meters and the diameter is 24 upon 24. So the radius becomes 24 upon 2. Okay. Now here I can take my values like this. TSA formula, I'll write down TSA is equal to pi RL plus R in the brackets. So pi is 22 by 7 times of R is 24 by 2 times of L value is how much? 21 plus R value is, here I cannot take the R value 24 by 2, because inside it will be difficult for me to solve a number and a fraction again. So here I'll take 2 ones are 2, 12s are. So 12 I'm taking in here. This is also 12, but to cancel this part and simplify it, I am taking it like this. Okay. So 22 by 7, or else you can take it as 12 here also. 12 plus this becomes 33. Okay, so it becomes like this. Now I need to multiply 33 times of 12. I'll do because 7 times 12 I cannot do, 7 times 33 I cannot do. So 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6 plus 3 and 3, that becomes 396. 396 is the answer. Now I'm going to divide this with 7 here itself because I have to do it. So 7, how many times will it go? 7 7 5s are 35. 7 5s are 35. Then you are left with, I think, what are you left with? You would be left with 4 and 6. 7 times 46. I don't think you'll get the answer here. Yeah, 7 sevens are 49, 7 6 are 42, 7 6 are 42, and then 4. You put a decimal, take a 0 in here. Then 7 5s are again it goes, that is 30. So it will 35 it will come, and it will continue. So I'm taking only one decimal place. So it becomes 22 into 56.5 is the answer. Now multiply this and you will get your answers in meters square because the units are meters for both of them. Okay. Okay, now going to the third question, it is given that the CSA of cone is 308. Okay, the CSA is given to me as 308 centimeters square. Whatever information is given, I'm going to write it down. The slant height is 14 centimeters. Okay, so this is the slant height, that is 14 centimeters is given to me. L is equal to 14 centimeters. And then they're asking find the radius. R is equal to how much? Fine. So CSA formula is CSA is equal to pi r l. Okay, the pi value I'm going to take here is 22 upon 7 into my r value I don't know, and my L is given to me as 14. CSA is given as 308. Okay, first of all I'll try getting rid of the denominator here because that becomes easy. Then 7 ones are 7 twos are, then 22 times 2 will be implies 308 is equal to 44 into r will be the term you will get here. Okay, now to find the value of r, you're going to send 308 towards the other side. Okay, it becomes 308 is equal to 44 into r is given. I'll send it towards the other side. It becomes 308 upon 44 is equal to r again. Then 2 times table, 222 times 2, 1 times 2, 5 times, and then 4 times. Then 2 11 times, it goes to 7 times 14, and then 7 times 14. Then 11 1 times, 11 7 times. So the r value that I get is 7 centimeters is the r value that I'm getting. Finished. Then they said the second part of the question is again asked for the same. The TSA is asked. What is the formula for TSA that I have now? The formula for TSA that I have is pi r into L plus r is the formula. So pi value is 22 by 7. My radius is 7 because I just got it. L value is already given as 14 plus r value is 7 again. Okay, 7 is gone. 22 times of 14 plus 7 becomes 21. Do the multiplication. 2 ones are 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 2. So the answer is 462 centimeters square. This was centimeters, this is centimeter square. Because this was just a 1 unit, this is the area, the total surface area though. Going to the fourth question, it says that there is a conical tent. Okay, the conical tent, that means it's in the shape of a cone. Okay, is 10 meters high. Now he did not mention here the slant height. He said it is 10 meters high. So whenever you're measuring the length of a tent, where do you measure it from? You measure it from the center to the bottom. So this is given to me as 10 meters high. Okay, the radius is given to me, that means the base radius, whatever is there, that is given to me as 24 meters. Cool. And then they are asking you to find the slant height. Now slant height is L, they are asking you to find. So what is the formula to find L? It is under root of h square plus r square is the formula for it. Okay, now L, I have to find out L is equal to h square. H square would be 10 square plus r square, that is 24 square it becomes. So L is equal to root of 100 plus 24 times of 24. I'm supposed to do 24 times of 24. 4 4 16, 4 2 8 9, 8, and then 4, that becomes 6, 8 is 16 17 17 1 576, 576, and then L is equal to root of 676, and I don't know 676 root is what. Okay, so 676 root is 26. Now how do I know this? Some students do not know how to do this. So you can either go with your log division method. Okay, 676 ka long division method to find the root, dividing it into two numbers and two numbers. This goes 2 2s are 4, then double it here, it becomes 4 dash. Okay, and here 276 you're getting. Now what multiplies with 4 in such a way that I get somewhere closer to this, and the n number is 6. So 6 times 6 usually we are supposed to take. So 6 6 either it can go with 4 4. Usually, like when I square 4, it becomes 16. The units digit is 6. When I do 6 square, the units digit is 6. My units digit is also 6 here. So I'm either supposed to take a 4 or I'm supposed to take a 6 here. Okay. Let us first take 46 times of 44 times of 44. That means the second digit is 4 4. 4 4 is 16, 4 4 is 16. 17, it becomes 176. It's much smaller. So let's go with the 6 6 thing. 6 6 are 36. 6 4s are 24. 25, 26, 27. 276 we are getting directly. So 6 goes here, 6 goes here, 276, and the answer is 26. So L is equal to 26. You can do the long division method, and this method never goes wrong. If you want to try another method, which is the LCM method, it goes as 676 times. When you're doing the LCM method, you're always supposed to do the prime factorization method. Okay, 2 3s are 3s are and 8 times, then 2 1 times, then 6 times, and 9 times, then 3. It would not go in 2 tables table. Okay, so 169 divided by 3, it would be like not possible. 169 divided by 3, 13 I goes. 13 times 13 is 169, and 13 times 1. So the LCM will be 2 times of 13. This is taken once, this is taken once. 2 times of 13 is 26. So the answer is 26 centimeters. Do not forget to write the units again. Meters, not centimeters. Okay. Then they say, calculate the cost of canvas required to do the cost of canvas required. So cost of canvas to make a tent. When I'm making a tent, do I need to calculate the CSA or the TSA? Because my tent will not have the floor, isn't it? It will just have the conical part. So the conical part means I have to calculate the CSA for this one. Okay. And when I'm calculating the CSA for this one, what is the next thing that I'm supposed to do for this one? It goes as CSA formula now. The CSA is equal to pi r into L. Pi value, again, take it as 22 by 7. R is already given to me. Radius is 24 times of, then the length we got it as 26. Now here another issue. Nothing can be crossed out with the denominator. So multiply all of the numerator, that goes as 22 times of 24 times of 26. That's equal to 13728 divided by 9 divided by 7. Divided by 7, it is 1961.14 meter square of cloth is required. Then it says the cost when you need to calculate. For 1 meter square, it is rupees 70. For 1961.14 meter square, how much of the cloth is required? Then cross multiply them. 1961.14 times of 70, that goes as times of 70 goes as 137,280 rupees will be required. that is 1,37,280 rupees will be the cost that will be required to make the canvas of this particular height and radius.